I got a special box in the mail about 2 weeks ago. You ever live in a house or an apartment that is wired for coax and you can't run Ethernet cables, Cat 6 or Cat 5 to give yourself Ethernet, but there's lots of coax cable? I got a box here and I got a piece of coax here with a cheap little splitter. I'm going to connect this device and show it to you guys. And then after that, I'm going to set it up in my house, because my house is very similar to that. Brand new house, and they don't run Cat 5 or Cat 6. It's stupid. In here, I'm going to say thank you very much to Dan and Jessica for sending me this nice big box full of coax Ethernet adapters. Not to be confused with MOCHA. They're not MOCHA adapters. They're coax Ethernet adapters. And we'll go over all the specs and all that stuff in the PDF, and I'll show you all that stuff. But first, I want to open it up and plug it in and show you guys. Got my trusty red knife. Look at this. These guys reached out to me on Instagram and said, hey, are you interested in trying out one of our kits? See what you think of it? And I said, absolutely, I would love to do that. And then I kind of told them what I wanted to do. So it looks like they sent me a kit and a half, because I asked for 3, so I could test 3. Now in this setup, you can go up to 16 of these on a network, and it works great, okay? What's inside the box? Let's have a look here. Nice presentation. So we got 2 adapters. Oh, it only comes out one way. We got one. And then we got another one. And in this box, we should have another 2. Oh, we have 2 power adapters, 1 per unit. And then we have 2 Ethernet cables. I don't typically use these, and we're not going to use them in my tests, but they do work. G.HN 2000 Wave 2 Ethernet over coax adapters. So if you have internet into your house and it's maybe brought in by fiber or a phone line, and you need to use the coax in the house to bring Ethernet around the house for like maybe a printer or your TV or anything else like that, these things will work great for that. I see it's got some plastic on there we can take off, so let's take the plastic off. Other end 2. Okay, so we got 2 adapters. The manual says we need to connect it to these 2, and I'm just going to connect it just to see how I can. On the back here, we have power, TVO, and GN, and on the front, we have the Ethernet port, which is gigabit, and we have some switches and some lights. Okay, we'll go over the rest of that in the actual document. We got 2 of these guys. Put that on there. And no, we don't need to use a wrench and tighten these down to 3,000 foot-pounds of torque to get them on there. Finger tight is fine. Okay, we got 2 power adapters to power the units. Now it looks like they're decent long adapters, so we can put them behind the TV. And that's going to be my idea. I'm going to connect this one right there in my network rack, and I'm going to put the other one behind the TV way downstairs in the front room, and we're going to try it after. First, we want to see these things connect and make it work. One there, one there. It'd be kind of cool if they put power over coax too. That'd be kind of neat. Okay, we got both of them connected. They're online. I have a long cable. I'm going to plug this into my rack to plug into that. We'll grab my laptop and plug it into the other side. We'll turn off the Wi-Fi, because that'd be cheating. Let's see if we get an IP address. System preferences, network, connected, and online, just like that. Basically, all I did was create a longer Ethernet cable just to show us that we have a coax together. But as we can see, maybe not, we've got lights on there, and they're showing that's connected. What do we get for throughput? I mean, it's not really the perfect throughput right now. This is just showing you that it's active and connected and working. I'll set one of these upstairs and one downstairs, and we'll do a perfect throughput and see what it does for that. Because I think it's about 200 and something feet all the way downstairs. Let's try a speed test. Nope, 920 megabits per second on a speed test for the internet. That's pretty decent. That's almost gigabit. If I was to plug that directly into my laptop, I'd get the exact same speeds. So it's actually doing exactly what it says. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to box these up. Well, not box them up. I'm going to connect these somewhere else in the house and try that. But before I go, let's try one more test here. Let's try this splitter and connect 3 of them and see what happens. Probably not going to matter which one I connect, so let's go like this. This goes to here. This one goes to here. See how long it takes to connect, actually. Okay, let's see. Connected, maybe 20 seconds or so. We have 3, so let's connect it. All right. Oh, they sent me 4. Probably easier than sending me 3, so sweet. Got the plastic bag. We'll take another connector. And you know what? Let's take one of their cables and try that too. Since we have it, we'll try one of their cables. Put that one down here. That'll be one of the one maybe I'll take downstairs and try. So we'll have this cable. We've got it plugged in, and it's already connected and working right away. So let's see what happens if we take this cable out, plug it into here. So it's 3 of them together on a splitter. I'll close my browser, check if we have an internet connection. We do, and let's do another speed test. Perfect. All you have to do is connect them together. Basically, if you have coax in your house and you know where they all come to, if you put splitters on there, these will all work. Up to 16. And, just so you know, they're encrypted at 128-bit encryption. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to unplug all these. I'm going to put them downstairs and try it. And then I'll bring my camera down there and we will test my laptop on the connection downstairs. So hold tight. Okay, so in the rack, right here, we have our adapter right there. It's going to the home network, and this goes downstairs to the TV. Let's go have a look down behind the TV. There's my TV. There's my laptop that I've plugged in. We're getting a, here, we'll do it again. (920 megabits per second) through my Ethernet adapter, plugged in to my adapter behind the TV here. Let's have a look. There it is right there. Plugged in here, going to a coax, and about, I think about 150 feet away through the house. I'm going to plug my laptop, plug the TV back in. So I've been using this for a while, but as you can see, there, better picture. Oh, look at the dust back here. Huh. Anyways, we can see that the coax cable comes out, goes into the end, goes up to my little IPTV box. Perfect solution for having these adapters. So I'm in my master bedroom. Remember how I told you can plug in 16 of these things and they just work? Well, Look at that. I took the plate off the wall because I don't usually use the coax, and I know there was a coax back there. So all I did was just plug this in. We have link. So now I'm going to plug my laptop in and show you guys that this is pretty simple to do. If you have coax in the house, all you have to do is plug these in and make it work. And then I'll do a speed test. Okay, so we got my laptop plugged in. We look at the front of this unit. We've got power on the top, network activity down here, showing us we got network, and then this little, and it's online. Okay, now we'll go like this, fast.com. And there's our 1 gigabit connection. I'm pretty sure that these things are really good. Now, what I don't know is, I wonder what those buttons do. I'm going to push these buttons and try something here. Because on the bottom here, if we look at this, there's a little lock with encryption. So one of these switches might do that. Let's push that top switch, because that's what it kind of looks like. What do you guys think? Let's try this. All right, well, just learned something. So now, if we look at these right here, we got power, Ethernet on the bottom. It's linked, and it's blinking right here, showing that we're encrypted. All we had to do is click on that top button there for 20 seconds on both modules, and now they're linked. Let's go touch the other one and look at it, and I'll show you. So right here, we're linked up. Ready to go. Sweet. Okay, now we're linked. As you can tell, the bottom light is lit up, and it's got a little chain, so that means it's got a link, and it's encrypted. Now remember saying that these are 128-bit and AES encrypted. So to enable the encryption on these, you hold down this button at the top above my thumbnail. I'll put a little arrow in the video for 10 seconds, and then you go over to the other one and do the same thing, and then they link up. So we got link on the top, and we're encrypted link on the bottom here. These are pretty sweet. Now, what this enables you to do is if you have a house and somebody just plugs one in, they can't get on your network, whereas you have to have them linked together, right? So, sweet idea. These are the cat's meow. Now let's hop over to the specs. Okay, so we're back for some technical specifications to wrap up this video. As you can see right here, it's the G.HN Wave 2 Coax over Ethernet. I'm going to probably say that that should be reversed because it's Ethernet over Coax. We're not pushing Coax network over Ethernet. We're pushing Ethernet over Coax. Anyways, this little box I am extremely impressive with. I actually showed this to one of my friends, and he has a cabin up in another part of BC, and he said, this is going to be great. His one question to me was, how far can we go? Now, I have a image here. In meters, 1,518 looks like it's max. And I don't know what these numbers relate to because we're going down in dB, but I'm wondering if these are going to be our megabits per second at that distance, and at 70 dB it's going to be a lot lower, but it's better than nothing. So 809 megabits at 30 dB, which means you would have some pretty good coax cable, or you have an amplifier on there. At 1,518 meters is really good. Now, this is going to be used for a friend, because he's going to buy a couple pairs of these now. I'll drop a link below. This would be perfect, because he could take this and just hand it to somebody in their little camper, and they can have internet access, either to a laptop or maybe their own access point. But 1,508 meters. I wonder how many feet that is. Let's just see here. Almost 5,000 feet. That's a lot. That's far. People don't understand that. That's a lot of freaking distance. So for him, that's going to be perfect. And anybody that has a house, there's no way you're going to have 5,000 feet per link to link. So I could see you getting full gigabit connection, just like how I did in my house at like 200 feet or 150 feet, I think I measured it as. So in a house, this would be perfect. An awesome product for doing this. And remember, it's not MOCHA. Okay, it's not a MOCHA device. Let's go over a couple specs here. When wireless isn't good enough, yes, if you can hardwire it, and this has been proven now, these would be perfect. As long as you can get access to your splitter in your house, Make sure you unplug the ISP's main connection to the house and then use this. This should work just great for everybody. I wish I had a couple more not access points, but a couple more of these devices and some more splitters so we can measure that, but I have limited stuff. Some people don't want to run Ethernet cables, so this would be great for that. Like I showed you in the video, plug it in, it works. And I got full speed over that. Perfect example of how to set this up. You have your modem router maybe downstairs in the TV room, but you need more internet upstairs, or you have a switch somewhere, but you need to get access to somewhere else in the house, but you can't get it. So you're using this, right? And you could take a mini switch on either end or on the other end of it and extend it. You'll get a gigabit connection to it. But putting a switch on the other end for like PC and your internet TV or a printer or something like that, you'd be great for this. Awesome idea. Somebody like a home office where they need internet connection downstairs in another room. It'd be really good for that. And yeah, so that's my conclusion of this. Would I recommend these? And no, I'm not getting paid to say this. They sent me a pair to play with. I have a friend that's going to go out and buy probably about 8 pairs of these now for his cabin up where he lives. So I recommend this for sure. You guys have a great day. See ya.